Let's start with this border crisis. The president will be in Texas this week. An open question as to whether he will go visit the border. It's not scheduled at the moment. His Homeland Security Secretary, Jeh Johnson, is going to the border. He's also going to Guatemala later in the week. Among the urgent topic of conversations there, trying to stop the influx, especially of children coming up to the border. The administration has faced a ton of criticism. Listen to Jeh Johnson here yesterday saying, hey, we're on top of this.
We have to do right by the children. I have personally encountered enough of them to know that we have to do right by the children. But at the end of the day, in the final analysis, our border is not open to illegal migration, and we will stem the tide.
We will stem the tide, Julie, he says. But listen here, this is not a Republican. This is a Texas Democrat, Henry Cuellar, saying the administration should have known about this, should have acted not days ago, not weeks ago, but months ago.
Well, again, it'd be nice for him to come down to the border, but again, with all due respect, I think he's still one step behind. They knew this was happening a year ago, last year, and again, they're not reacting fast enough at this time.
How did they answer that? That's not Republicans. We'll get to the Republican criticism in a minute, but that's a Texas Democrat saying, you know, we warned them a year ago, and they didn't do anything.
Right, and really, that is true. We talk about 52,000 children that have shown up in the border. That's not 52,000 children that have shown up in the last few weeks. This has been happening for several months. And when you listen to Jeh Johnson, he talks about doing right by the children. You notice that he didn't really say what that would entail. And this is really complex for the White House because, on the one hand, you do have children showing up. They have gone through really extraordinary circumstances. Many are fleeing violence in their home country. Yet you can't send a message if you're this administration that if you show up at the border, you'll be allowed in. So they're really weighing with the emotions of this situation and trying to balance, you know, what it would mean to let these children in for extended periods of time for the broader immigration issue.
And what do they say when you ask at the White House, will he stop by the border? Obviously, in some ways, the picture could help, but it could also backfire.
It's another very complicated situation because if he goes to the border, there are a lot of potentially awkward optics. He can't really meet with these children, given that one of the policies of the administration is to try to put more money into the deportation process. If he meets with law enforcement officials down there, he could really anger activists, immigration activists who are upset about the politics of deportation. But he's going to have this drumbeat over the next day or two from Republicans and even some Democrats who say, this is a crisis, and the President of the United States should show up.
The comment from Congressman Cuellar there gives credence to a lot of the Republican criticism. Republicans will say, hey, look, there's a border Democrat talking about this.